Welcome back to the Batcave, guys. My name is Wayne, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI Ronin RS2. Let's get it. Alright, before we start talking about the DJI Ronin RS2, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support and love from my last video. I didn't even expect to go over 100 views, and we somehow went over 2,000, and I think right now we're at 2,500 views, and 50 comments and 90 something likes, so thank you guys so much for everything. I really didn't expect it. I'm very, very grateful. Again, I just started this year, and I expect small growth, and that was a pretty big one, so yeah, thank you guys so much. I literally looked at the YouTube analytics, and it was like everything up 300%, and I was like, what? Well, that's crazy. But yeah, again, thank you guys again for everything. Let's just get to the main event, the DJI Ronin RS2. So I haven't opened it up yet because I was working all day, but before we open it up, I just want to give you guys a backstory on why I got another gimbal. And another meaning, I have 3 gimbals now. Over here, I have the DJI Ronin S and the DJI Ronin SC. Those are my 2 main gimbals, but actually I've only been really using one, the DJI Ronin SC. I mainly shoot on a Sony a7 III, so I kind of only need the SC for the most part in terms of my payload. When I need the Ronin S is when I'm using the 70-200 over here, but that's really it. So you're probably asking me like, Wayne, why are you getting the Ronin RS2? It's like a bigger Ronin, right? Well, yes, it is a bigger Ronin, but it's actually lighter than the Ronin S, which is one of the reasons why I got the SC in the first place. And also, it has a bigger payload for being much lighter, which is crazy. And then the other thing is, I wanted to sell these 2 gimbals so I can only have one main gimbal. I was thinking of getting the RSC2, it looks very promising, and I can also handle the 70-200 G Master with it, but I wanted something with more insurance for the future. I've been starting to shoot with my Blackmagic Pocket 6K more, and also a lot of other big cameras in my film school when I'm renting out gear, so I wanted to make sure I had some leeway in terms of payload for my gimbal, so that's why I went for the RS2. I didn't go for the Pro model, I went for the standard edition because I don't think I'm going to be using the Raven Eye wireless transmitter. It's really cool, like, don't get me wrong, I think it's a really cool thing that they're doing. I just don't think I'm going to be finding any use for it in terms of my workflow, but I do see a point in why they added it, so cool props to you, DJI. But yeah, let's get to opening the DJI Ronin RS2. I've been excited all day, literally tracking it at work, and I was very sad that I couldn't be there when it arrived, but let's get to it. Woo! Alright, here we go. I wish I had a top-down shot for doing this, but fortunately I don't. Sorry, I'm looking at the monitor, making sure everything's in focus. Right. Here we go, we got a couple pieces of tape. That up real quick. Alright. Ooh, the smell of styrofoam. There we go. Oh, wow. This is a different way of doing it. We got a giant bag in here. It's a box and a bag. That's it. There's nothing else. Alright, so here's the bag. DJI Pro. Here's how it looks. It's pretty small. I like the size of it. It feels good, not too heavy, and it's good quality. Good job, DJI. This is really good. Here, let me pull out the older box. Alright, so this is the older Ronin box. As you guys can see, I've been stickering it up, but yeah, this is how big the older Ronin box is, and this is the new. What in tarnation, bro? That's a big difference. You guys see this? That's crazy. Good job, DJI. Man, you guys are awesome. Every time DJI releases something, it's really good. Like, I have the Mavic 2, and that's amazing. And before that, the Mavic and the Phantoms were awesome as well. Like, damn, man. All right, let's get to opening the big bag. Here we go. ASMR, man. Woo, baby. We got more styrofoam. Oh my God, here we go. Wow. Yo, this is nice feeling. Sorry, my parents just opened the door. I'm trying to speak lightly. But dude, this looks, wow. Wow. I haven't even, wow. This is awesome. So over here we have I don't know if you see this. We have cables and wires here. And then there's another zipper in the front. So over here, we have like a whole assortment of parts. And this looks like the battery grip. Yes, sir. And this looks like, oh yeah, the OG, well, this is the new one, but this is the tripod legs. Let's go. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wow, I don't know if you guys can hear or... It's very smooth. The original Ronin was very stiff. You had to break it in. And this is the new base plate. Let me see if we can focus that. Got a whole side panel now. That's pretty good. We have a camera riser here. And I think this is just some random stuff inside. Yeah, some more little thingies, little parts. Okay, that's it. That's crazy that everything fits in here. Alright, so first thing, we're gonna put this over here, screw it on. Okay, and in the main event, how does this work? Okay, there's a little pad in the bottom. Oh, it just came off. This little pad. And then I think it just goes like this. Let me see. Boom. That's it. Wow. That's crazy. So there's like this new locking mechanism right here. So it's push. I think that's how it goes. You push and then you move it to the left and it comes off. Let me show you the original one. Alright, the original Ronin has this locking mechanism right under here. Let me see if you guys can see it. And usually when you're working, it eventually comes loose and then this whole thing comes sliding off. So I didn't really like that, and it's like that with the Ronin SC as well. So having two locks is really good. And you guys already see a problem here. Versus this, it's like, just moves. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. This is so much lighter. This feels like my SC. And this is still heavy, of course. Wait a minute, let me try another arm. Yo. This is definitely heavier. And this definitely feels better, I can tell you that. Button check. Hold up. I think this is a winner. Man. So the other thing that I've noticed with the gimbal is definitely this new focus slider over here. It used to be on the side before, and I didn't really like the way it was placed. It was in between my hand and the trigger. So now that it's above the trigger, this feels really natural, and I think it's a really good choice for DJI to put it over here. There is the brand new screen. It's not going to be lit up, it's going to be dark, but it's going to be right here that displays all your information, and also can display a live feed if you have the Raven Eye wireless transmitter. Obviously I don't, but you guys get the point. I'm honestly going to be using it for the settings, in terms of the gimbal settings. I'd rather have everything be on the actual gimbal instead of going to my phone every time to auto calibrate, auto balance, and changing any of my speed settings on each motor. So that's such a great thing that they did, having everything integrated into the gimbal. I didn't think they were going to do that when the Ronin S2 was leaked first off, so very good choice. DJI, that's kind of a big trend for this video, just very good choices and quality of life changes that they decided to do. But so far it looks really good and promising. Oh, and one more thing, I did notice there are these NATO rails on the side with connections. I do know they add like a little handle. Did I miss something in the back? Oh, I did. Here we go. All right, so they have this NATO rail briefcase handle. So one thing that the Ronin kind of sucks with is when you're trying to do it in like, what do you call this? I forget what the name for this is, but when you're trying to shoot like this, it kind of like stresses your arm a lot. So other competitors from a DJI standpoint uses a handle over here. Boom. And so basically, to fix that, they added these NATO rails for you to add other accessories or their handle that they have for you, and basically you can go shooting like this. So this is very, very useful. I definitely do see myself using this, and you can go like this instead of doing the old way. Let me put this down real quick. The old way would have been something like this, where you're stretching your forearm, and it's kind of not comfortable. But other companies have fixed it, and they did basically that, which was basically just do this. Really, really cool. I think it's called luggage mode. I don't remember, but good job, DJI. Good choice, of course. Good choice. Actually, this is the first time I'm doing this, so this is really cool. Really, really cool. Good job, DJI. Good job. The other thing that they did change is the base plate. So the new base plate has this quick release mode. So basically you just click this little lever, this little button, and voila, you don't need to change the actual main plate and have to rebalance if you just need to take out an SD card or take out a battery, switch out, you know, stuff like that was something that was really annoying in terms of the original Ronins, where you have to do all that work and you just basically set some time out and restart and rebalance. But now with this giant leap of technology, it's really just one plate on the side. This is very, very useful. It's really the small things. It's really the small things. Finally they did it. A lot of other gimbals have done this for a while now. So good job, DJI. The other thing is, if you guys notice, there's this little track over here where you can actually fine tune the actual main plate. Before you would have to just like move it ever so slightly, which never really happens. It always goes a little bit too far or a little too short. So now that it's getting fixed with this little track that it has over here, again, good choice, DJI. Another thing I noticed, it's a Manfrotto plate for once. The old plate was not a Manfrotto plate, so you had to adapt and adjust to that, or just switch out base plates every time you want to go from a Manfrotto tripod into Ronin S. But now that there is a Manfrotto base plate, I can go straight from the gimbal and into my Manfrotto tripod, which is a good choice. Good choice, DJI. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this unboxing for the DJI Ronin RS2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I do plan on shooting something this Friday with my friend Brandino and Vincent. We're gonna be shooting some rolling shots with the Ronin and his car, which I'll keep a secret. It's gonna be a really, really cool shoot, and I can't wait to show you guys the video. I'm basically gonna be running both of these gimbals through its paces, and it's something I've been meaning to do for a while now and play around with, and I just never had the chance to. So stay tuned for that video. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. It'll definitely be here within the next week or so. I have midterms this week, so I'm gonna have to finish through all that, and then finally I get to use this beautiful gimbal. After that, after all this, I'm gonna be selling my Ronin S and my Ronin SC. So if you guys are interested, hit me up. My socials are down below. You can DM me, PM me, but I don't plan on selling them until after the review video. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the Ronin RS2. I will gladly answer them. And if you already have the gimbal, let me know how you feel about it. Do you like it? Is it a big upgrade from your last gimbal? And also, if you're thinking of upgrading to this gimbal, or like maybe buying a used Ronin S or Ronin SC now that they're much cheaper since these guys are out, let me know in the comments below. I'd be really, really happy to talk about them and have a conversation with you guys. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Wayne. Peace out.